All right, first thing I'm gonna ask you is, what's the wildest fight that you've ever been in, professional or amateur?
Amateur would probably be my 5th amateur fight, and the reason why is I took it at weigh-ins. Like I had been training, I was ready, and one of my training partners at the time was supposed to fight him. It was like 4-1 guy at like 135. I was weighing 120 at the time.
Wow.
So like I was just hungry to fight. They couldn't find anybody in my weight class, so I was like, fuck it, sign me up. And we ended up fighting, and like after weigh-ins, like I just like felt sick as hell, and I was like, just a bunch of adversity, and I was like, not one time did it cross my mind to like get out the fight. I was like, let's get it. And it ended up being like a 3-round or like split decision. I ended up losing, but like it's one of my best memories, like facing adversity, going through it, and it's something I could think back and look at it and be like, damn, I did that shit.
And you probably downloaded a ton of data that you know not to do. That's where those times where you really get a chunk of information of like, okay, I cannot let this happen. Right?
Yeah,
that's awesome. Cool. Thank you for that. All right. So, as a professional, as a mixed martial arts coach, as a teacher, all the things that Zack and Mathiew, what's the proudest achievement that you have of all the things that you
It's probably none of my achievements. It's like coaching and just seeing everybody's progress from where they started and like seeing them overcome their stuff. Like I get a lot of people that have no intentions to fight and like they come with like crazy stories, like been through a bunch of stuff, and like to see where they at now compared to where they started and just grow as a person. That's like nothing can compare to that. No win, no like belt, nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. Cool. Thank you for that.
Cool.
All right. So the next question is about submissions. So you've hit quite a few submissions. I have seen your fights where you've had quite a few submissions victories. What would you say in the gym? Now this is kind of a tricky question. It's a trick question. Okay. So what's your favorite submission to hit on the white belt?
Anytime like somebody's less experienced than me, I'll have them like start them out. I like take my back, put something in, so I don't really try to like, you know what I'm saying, like work on stuff like that. I try to like get them some work, and while I can still work too. So
Gotcha. Awesome.
that's probably my favorite thing.
Awesome.
That counts.
Yeah, it's perfect. That's the answer. I love it. You're the
Yeah.
first one to give me that answer, and I'm glad you gave me that answer. Thank you for that, Zack. All right. So on a lighter note, what's your favorite fruit? All the
Favorite
fruits?
fruit?
Yeah.
Shit. I ate some watermelon before I came here.
Nice. I love watermelon is definitely up there as one of my favorite fruits. I like that.
No doubt.
Yeah. How do you like your watermelon?
Shit.
Fresh cut?
Yeah, fresh cut, however it is. Like, yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, man. All right. So we have talked a little bit about coaching already. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get my laptop and I'm going to ask you to talk to me about a fight. So I'll be right back.
All right.
What's your proudest finish?
Probably my last fight.
Last
Rear naked choke.
Yeah, again, Eugene.
Yeah, it's just like, just really like calm down. Like you see in them fights, I'm full blast.
Yeah. Was that karate?
Nah, that was kickboxing.
Kickboxing?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean like right here, I go walls to walls. Now I'm kind of more methodical with it.
Way more, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, more chill.
Getting guillotine finishes.
Yeah.
And side kick.
Like even right here, like no setups to anything, just going straight into it.
But you're super diverse with your striking. Like you don't discriminate between any of the strikes.
Yeah, I try to learn everything.
If it's open, it's open, and you take it, right?
Right. Whatever they give me, I'm taking it.
There's another finish.
Yeah, and like early in my career, it'd be pretty much stuff like that. They take me down, and I go submission from my back. That's how I win most of my fights. But
And you're number 5 ranked flyweight in the state.
I have no clue. I don't really pay too much attention to it.
Flyweight in the state.
Yeah.
Definitely can see a lot of growth. You have a lot of confidence in there, and it takes confidence to throw this kind of strikes and land them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like this is all I do, man, for like the last 13 years. Like
13 years.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is all I do, man.
Yeah.
Just all that preparation eliminates that fear when you're in there.
That's awesome. What's that feeling like?
Man, it's like no other, man. Just like knowing that all that work wasn't for nothing, like leading up to it, just overcoming yourself at the end of the day. That's what it's about.
That's awesome.
You know,
That's awesome, bro.
getting the strap right there.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Yeah, that fight, I fought all the way in North Carolina for a kickboxing belt, and then the next weekend, I fought for WFC and won that fight.
What?
That was a crazy time in my life, where it's just nonstop.
Just rolling up.
Yeah.
That's cool. On a mission. Harry was here in the whole gym, huh?
Yep, the whole crew back then.
That's awesome. It's good to see that.
No doubt.
I like it.
But like I said, way different fighter now. That was the old me.
Yeah, we're gonna run this. This will be cool. Thank you for that, Zach.
No doubt.
All right. Cool. All right. So the next question is, all right. Besides like learning how to put people to sleep,
Yeah.
all right, what's your favorite part about Universal?
Part about Universal, man, is just like you get in there and it's like family. Like nobody's just gonna stay to themselves. Like everybody's gonna talk to each other and like we just come together. We do stuff outside the gym and like if somebody's slipping, like we hold them accountable. Like if we don't see nobody for a while, we're like, hey, get your ass in the gym. Like, you know.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that. It's a tight group.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I always see y'all rolling deep at the fights, like supporting all the local fighters.
Oh, yeah,
and,
no doubt.
and you guys are, I see you guys training with a lot of the gyms, and it's great to see that. I feel like that's what the sport's all about, and
Yeah.
I do admire that about y'all. Is y'all definitely are, y'all definitely make y'all's presence known, and y'all are very fun to watch. You guys are good fighters.
Appreciate that, man.
Absolutely. All right. Coolest place you ever traveled?
Coolest place, probably Vegas.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just way different from here.
Mm-hmm. What'd you do in Vegas?
We had the MMA tryouts. It was for Uriah Faber's stuff, and me, Gage Duyon, and Harry went out there and tried out for it and met a bunch of good connections.
Oh, man, that's awesome. Yeah. Cool. Good for that. All right. Aliens.
Aliens.
What's the deal with the aliens, bro?
I have no clue.
What's up?
I really not know. You know.
You'd rather not know?
Nah, like.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good on aliens.
You don't want Pandora's box?
Nah, like whatever they're doing at school is just keep me out of it.
I got you.
Yeah.
I hear that. That's a good honest feedback. Thank you.
No doubt.
All right. So outside of the cage, all right, mentally, spiritually, physically, something that benefits you in all three of those aspects.
Mm-hmm.
What's something that you can't go without? Zack Mathiews got to have it, stays in his life, and it's through those three things. It makes those three things better.
I wouldn't say it's like three things, but like I got a whole routine. Like right when I wake up, like first thing I try to do is just like be thankful for everything I got. Like no matter what, be thankful for it, and just try to like pray for everybody. In my circle. Pretty much everybody. Just what I'm saying, wishing good on them. And then the next thing I do is like affirmations. I do like 10-15 minutes of that, just stay positive. And then I try to journal after that, and then meditations, and like try to read a book or something. And like I try to do that every time I wake up. That way it just keeps me on point.
Man, that's beautifully put, and that's a great routine. That's actually almost identical to the routine that I have. And that's awesome.
Man, that's
I'm so happy to hear
that's
that.
probably the biggest part of the fight game in life, man. Like if you got yourself mentally, spiritually, physically.
So about how long in the morning do you take for that? Do you make sure that when you wake up in the morning, the first time of or it sounds like it's the first thing you put your time to.
Yeah,
how
for
much
sure.
time do you put aside for that?
It's probably like 45 minutes, an hour.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's good, man. I think I'd probably say something about that same for me. And some days aren't 45 minutes. Some days are 15 minutes of sit down, focus, get what I need on paper, get what I need out of a book. My book, I usually just get scripture,
Right.
and I just kind of, try to get my daily dose of that, and then I write goals, and then gratitude, and then just like manifestation. I want to write. I want it to come true. I'm saying it. I'm writing. I'm putting it on paper. These are my goals. This is what I want. And I feel like since that's happened, and I haven't always done that, and since I have done that, things have really, really started.
Everything start opening up.
Yeah, big time, man.
Now when I don't do it, like I can tell.
Tell the difference. Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. Thank you for that, Zach.
No doubt.
All right, so hopefully all this stuff is clearing up. It is clearing up. All this stuff is clearing up, and things are going back to normal. Things obviously seem like they've somewhat stayed normal for guys like you and I, and it's been kind of a blessing for us to have all this time with ourselves and our family, and to really focus on the things that we want out of life, and it's really been a good thing. I'm almost dreading things going back to normal.
Yeah, like if it stays like this, I'm cool. Like,
yeah, my girlfriend was like, I'm having anxiety just thinking about the gym, not our gym, but like a specific gym in town opening up, the big gym, you know, in Lafayette, and how much anxiety, you know, it gives her knowing that that's opening up and that's, you know, her gym or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just an interesting thing, man. And
sure.
so what's next for Zack after all this? What's next?
Just try to be the coolest fighter I can be, coolest trainer, coolest person I can be, and just keep working from there. Opportunity comes, I'm ready for it. You know, just staying ready.
Absolutely. That's awesome. Thank you for that, man. Thank you for coming to Shed Talk. It's been a pleasure. Let's get to some flying knee setups and some boxing techniques. And if you wouldn't mind, bro, you want to fight too?
Let's get it. Let's go,
bro. Good to see you.
Got up.
Phone Home Fitness Shed Talk. We got Zack Mathews. Is it Zack Flash Mathews?
Yeah, Flash.
We got Zack Flash Mathews in here to teach us a flying knee technique set up for it, and I'm very excited about this.
All right, so this is super simple, and they have stuff to build off of this after it. So the first thing is just getting my jab established, getting to respect my jab, and if you notice my footwork, it's just in and out, in and out. So right when I land, I'm out, and a lot of times when you strike, throw a jab at somebody, and you go straight back, a lot of times they're gonna come forward. So that's gonna set up our flying knee. So jab, step back, and I just boom, flying knee. When I do my flying knee, I'm just, whichever I'm kneeing with, hand goes down, other hand comes across. That's the way I'm protected, and I'm getting momentum. Jab, step back, boom. So that's just our first one right there. So I'm in range, getting to come in my range, boom, flying knee. So our second thing off of that is just the flying switch knee. So I'm jabbing, stepping back, and if they're expecting that side to come from here, I'm just gonna, I'll rush right here. So they get hit to that flying knee, right? Boom, I step back, boom, nice. Flying knee on this side. So let's say they get used to our flying knees on each side. They're gonna start covering up most likely right here to the body or to the face. So that's gonna open up this side of the body. So instead of the knee, I'm just gonna go flying kick to where, boom, nice. Right here to the body or the neck if it's wide open. So I land the flying knee, boom, boom. I got that established. I'm gonna jab, step back, flying kick. And it's the same angle as the knee. All I'm doing is this. They think the knee's coming and I'm switching to the side. So if it's going on the other side, say I land a switch knee, jab, step back, switch knee. They start covering right here. I'm just gonna throw the switch kick. Boom. So that's our kicks. Now if we get them to freeze off of a feint, like we've thrown in, so say we landed a couple of those, jab, step back, then freeze up off the feint, I'm just gonna get around, combination of jabs. And now same thing on the other side, boom, feint, get around, combination with the hands. So all together, we got jab, step back, knee, boom, boom, jab, step back, switch knee, boom, jab, step back, flying kick on that side, boom, and then flying kick on that side. And then feint, get around, combination with the hands, and then same thing out of the way. Boom. You can combine those however you want. They all work with each other, so that's our flying knee setups.
Awesome. Thank you, man. You want to go for me? Yep. Let me try. This is going to be cool. I'm interested in this.
So just landing that jab first and stepping back. Jab, step. That a couple times. Pop. Here. And this time, when you step, use that back leg to launch yourself. Right over flying. Again. Step back, I come in, boom. There you go. Pop. Again. Pop. straight through. There you go. Same side. And try to get less of a jump and more of going forward straight.
Go to this one?
Yeah, throw that back knee. Boom. There you go. And just launching off that front leg. Jab, step back. So get that step back first. Boom. There you go. So still jump, put more jumping forward instead of trying to get up. There you go. Again. Alright, now we're going to do the jump and switch knee. So same thing, I'm throwing that back leg and I'm just landing with the other one. So jab, step back. Again. Pop. Again. Pop. One time. Pop. Alright, now we'll do the flying kick that way. So jab, step back. Pop. Good. And you kind of, if you want, just step off that front leg and angle yourself. So jab, pop. There you go, kick right in. Pop. Again. Pop. Good. Now whenever you kick, kind of angle your body to where it's going flying this way instead of straight into me. That way, if I throw something, you're all flying this way. Good. Pop. There you go, that's it. Again. Pop. Again, step back. Pop. One more time. Pop. That's it. So now we're going to do the same thing, but it's like a switch knee. That's how we just switch it.
You feel the knee up here?
Yeah, just finishing with the kick instead of the knee. So jab, step back. Right in the air, so. Jab. Again. Jab, step back. And try to throw that back knee to where we're in the air now. So jab, step back. That's it. Again. Good, one more time. Good. Alright, now we're just going to get around. So jab, you fake like you're throwing the knee, get around that way. And all you got to do is just step with that front leg towards here and pivot off. Jab, step back, boom. And then combination. We'll do like 5 straight or something. Boom, get around. So jab, step back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing. Jab, step back, freeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again. Jab, step back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're just going to get around the other way. So you're just going to step with that back leg, same stance, and slide your feet twice. So boom, slide, slide. Boom, slide, slide. Yep. And just keeping that same stance. So jab, step back, freeze up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 straight. Jab, step back. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can switch stance, it's up to you. So jab, step back. 1. So again, jab, step back. Up. Get around. Alright, so now we're going to do the whole sequence. So jab, step back, climb me up that back leg. Up. Again, one more time. Up. There you go. Now jab, step back, switch knee in the air. Boom. Switch right in there. Boom. There you go, that's it again. Jab, step back. Good. Now jab, step back, flying kick this way. Boom. There we go. Angle that way. Pop. Take that step back to launch. Pop. That's it. Again. Pop. Good. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So just like you're throwing that back knee, boom, in there. Pop. There you go. Good. One more time. Pop. Good. And now we'll do getting around this way. So jab, step back, and go off that leg. So boom, push. Jab, boom, get around, jab, cross. Good. Same thing one more time. Jab, step back, boom, jab, cross. Now we'll get around the other way. So jab, step back, jab, cross. Pop, pop. Again. Pop, 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 pop. Good. Good. So I sequence right there.
That was awesome. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Let me hold a little bit for you.
right hand, get under left. Get under right. Again. Across. Jab. Single. Take the right hand on the foot. Single there. Take the right hand on the foot. Good. Again. Again. Alright, one. 2. 2. 3. 3. 4. 4. 5. 5. 6. 6. 7. 7. Ace. Get a little bit lower. One through it. Around a little bit. Middle. Jab across, body shot. Under, jab across. Slow it down. Cross it. And double up. Double up right hand. Up. Over. Dig. Dig with shot right in. Here. 1. Monkey around 2. 3 and 4. 5 and 6. 7 and 8. Double up.
Man, that's art. Yes, good shit. That was awesome, bro. Hell yeah.
Jab. Rest in. Jab cross. Yeah. Just gonna get under ankle. Clean, right where you at. Yeah. Yeah. Jab step back. Yeah. I'm gonna go with that straight 3. So, so jab step back, pound. Real good combo of somebody else. Just sitting on it. One time. Get under. Double up. Double up, sit my right hand, get under left. Oh shit. So stand right where you're at. One arm down, you're comfortable, and then get under. Slip. Let's keep them hands right. And it's a real good move for wrestlers. You stay right where you're at. You double leg sit. Same thing. There you go. Thing. Now right hand up. Same thing. Right hand up. Slow down. Pop, pop. Right hand. In. Leading that right. Double up. Jab. Jab, slip my right hand. Go right side, little bit. And then pull that shit up. Yeah. Get to it. Pop. Yeah. Back. Right hand, left foot. Right hand, left foot. Again. Alright, we're blocking right now. 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4 again. And nice and easy. Stay relaxed. Way more up. Good, keep that elbow in. There you go, turn it up. Good. Good. Now step back, right straight, and then finish with the left hand. Step back. Right to power motions. Again. Okay, hands up. Double up, get around. Same thing. Jab cross. Jab cross. Body. 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 There you go. Dip. 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 Straight right hand. Straight right hand. Dip. And now we're gonna head pull and then right hand. So stay where you at. Just step on that back leg right here. Put that weight on it and then shift it forward. Boom. There you go. Quick counter. Pop. Again. There you go. Stay right where you go. Before I read my shoulders. Again. We're gonna get under right after, but stay where you at. Don't move your feet. Good. That way we're ready to counter again. Then come that straight right again. Good. Quick. And follow it. You good? You good? Okay, stay where you at. Stay close enough. Get under it. Head pull. Straight right. Right hand. There you go again. You got it, you got it. Head pull right hand. Under. Right hand. There you go. Stay right here. Yeah. There you go. That way all that power is going in. Yeah, there again. I'll keep coming forward, don't lift. Right away. Same thing. Stay where you at. Head pull, right hand, left foot, come forward, bam. All I did. 2 more times. Bring my shoulders. 1, up. Yep. 1 more time. And relax. Boom. Good. Shit.
Thank you, bro.
Oh yeah.
That was awesome. Jab, jab. Jab, jab, two.
So, just like the, so, gotcha.
High shield, block, uppercut, y'all probably use something else, huh?
Yeah, we got like our numbers are way different, but it's all good.
We get a little more with this upper here. Kind of create your angle to where you split and get perfect.
I got you.
Right on this side. 3, 3, 2. I show 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2. So 3, 2. You get a 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 4.
My bad.
1, 1 over here.
Set me up with a little, just a, get in there on my,
I got you.
Nice. Yeah, a 2 and a 3 body. And then,
Up top.
3 upstairs.